Fine Motion is a 3-star trainee specializing in turf tracks at mile and medium distances, primarily in the pace chaser position. Fine Mo was born to the Dame Coquette and sire Danehill on the 27th of July 1999, with her grandsire being Danzig and damsire being Troy. She was bred by Baronstow Stud in Oprendale, owned by Tatsuo Fushikita, trained by Yuji Ito, and jockeyed by Yutaka Take, and is currently residing at the Fushikita Ranch in Hokkaido. During her long career, Fine Mo won multiple major races and awards, such as the 2002 Rose Stakes, Shukusho, Queen Elizabeth II Cup, 2003 Hanshin Himba Stakes, 2004 Sapporo Kainen, and the 2002 JRA Award for Best 3-Year-Old Filly. She boasted an 8-3-0 record and earned over 494 million yen in her career. Fine Mo's in-game relationships reflect that of her IRLs, such as her being an exchange student from Ireland, as Baronstow's Stud is located in Ireland. Her sister's obsessions with air groove are a reference to Podolsky, who often got excited around air groove and paddocks, and was IRL Fine Motion's brother, and having decorations on both of her ears to reflect her chromosomal abnormality, which prevented her from having kids. Fine Mo's racing uniform is partially based on her jockey's silks and dressage uniforms in Ireland. She wears a black collared shirt with green stripes on the collars, a green double-breasted corset with 4 gold buttons, a white neck frill with gold emblem and black bow underneath, black skirt with green interior, white coat with green belt at the midsection, emblem on her breast, and red and green stripe on her cuffs, white gloves with shamrocks on the back, white socks with same colored stripes on the sleeves, and white heeled boots. Her wedding uniform consists of a silver tiara with green jewels in it, 2 lace ear covers, a white lace top with ornamented collar and 2 necklaces, a veil worn behind her head, gold bracelets on her wrist, light green shoes with white lace socks and golden anklets, and a light yellow and green dress with roses at her hip, with different designs across the dress. Fine Mo was voiced by Chinami Hashimoto, who also voices Chiyo Kurihara in Prison School, and Eriko Kurishi in Princess Connect. When raised to 5 stars, Fine Mo starts with 117 speed, 102 stamina, 116 power, 108 guts, and 107 wit, with a 15% stat bonus to power and wit. Her starting aptitudes are A on turf and G on dirt tracks, F in sprint, A in mile and medium, and C in long distances, D in front runner, A in pace chaser, E in late surger, and C in end closer positions. Wedding Fine Mo starts with 109 speed, 96 stamina, 109 power, 115 guts, and 121 wit, with a 10% stat bonus to guts and 20% stat bonus to wit. She also has the same starting aptitudes. Fine Mo starts with her unique skill, Fairy Tale, which makes it so that if Fine Mo is competing for a position in the second half of the race, her target speed will increase to 0.35 for 5 seconds. When at limit break level 5, Fine Mo has the innate skills of Determined Descent / Straight Descent, which increases her acceleration at a random point on a random downhill or running as a pace chaser. Speed Star / Prepared to Pass, which increases her speed at a random point in the final corner if she's in the first half of the pack as a pace chaser. Right-handed, which increases her speed stat by 40 when running on clockwise tracks. Medium corners, which increases her speed at a random point on a random corner or running at medium distances. And Fall Runner, which increases her speed stat by 40 when running in the autumn. Fine Mo Wedding's unique skill, Best Day Ever, makes it so that if Fine Mo is well positioned in the final corner or thereafter, her target speed will increase to 0.35 for 5 seconds. If there's more than 400 meters left to the finish line, her acceleration will increase by 0.1 as well. Fine Motion Wedding's innate skills at limit break level 5 are Neck and Neck / Head On, which increases her acceleration at a random point during the first half of the late race, if she's in the front half of the pack when running as a pace chaser, changing gears / shifting gears, which increases her speed at a random point in the mid-race if she's in the front half of the pack or running at a mile distance, fall runner, which was already covered, firm conditions, which increases her power stat by 40 on firm tracks, and mile corners, which slightly increases her speed at a random point on a random corner while running mile distances. For Fine Mo, your career objectives will be: have at least 3,000 fans by Junior late December, place 5th or better in the Oka Show, Classic early April, Turf 1600 meters mile, place 5th or better in the Japanese Oaks, Classic late May, Turf 2400 meters medium, place 3rd or better in the Shuka Show, Classic late October, Turf 2000 meters medium, place 3rd or better in the Queen Elizabeth II Cup, Classic early November, Turf 2200 meters medium, place 3rd or better in the Osaka High, Senior late March, Turf 2000 meters medium, place 3rd or better in the Takarazuka Kainen, Senior late June, Turf 2200 meters medium, place 3rd or better in the Sapporo Kainen, Senior late August, Turf 2000 meters medium, and place 1st in either the Tenno Show Autumn, Queen Elizabeth II Cup, Mile Championship, or Arima Kainen, depending on what you choose during a certain event. When selecting Legacy Umas, I'd recommend ones that support running in a pace chaser configuration at medium distances, since that's pretty much all of Fine Mo's race distances, with skills that help keep her stamina up in that pace chaser position, and some speed, wit, and stamina sparks for good measure. Having uniques that help Fine Mo break through the runners ahead, even though there may not be as many, and around her will be useful as well, since you'll be running her as a pace chaser. For this, I'd recommend Air Groove and Tosin Jordan as Legacies. Both have aptitudes towards running as pace chasers at medium distances, though neither are really all that strong at running mile distances solely with their base aptitudes. Groove's unique at 3 stars increases speed when passing others in the middle of the pack and backwards, useful if your Fine Mo has fallen back at all, while Jordan does something similar, just on a straight instead of on a corner. For support cards, I'd recommend either a 3 speed 3 power, 2 speed 2 stamina 2 power, or 2 speed 2 power 2 wit deck, all of which has a high race bonus percentage, medium distance, and pace chaser oriented skills, such as keeping stamina up, preventing others from passing, and breaking through the pack in the final stretch. And good specialty priority, hopefully. For this, I'd recommend my usual deck of SSR cards: Kitasan Black Speed, Marvelous Sunday Power, El Condor Pasa Power, and Matekane Fukukitaru Speed, and SR cards Nishino Flower Power and Shinko Windy Speed. Skills are the same as usual. Passing skill is to make sure your Fine Mo is able to go from the cluster of the pack near the end of the race to the front and across the finish line without being impeded. General speed and acceleration skills to prevent her from being blocked by other runners when passing them, skills that reward you for passing others, and Uma stand, since your Fine Mo will be around a ton of Umas for most of the race. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter and Blue Sky for updates, and please check out my other Arknights and Azure Lane videos as well.